What is up, guys, and welcome back to an episode of the F122 Mobile Racing Career. We are here for episode number 68 and for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in season number 9. If you guys did miss the previous episode, then at the Brazilian Grand Prix, definitely be sure to go check that out before you see this one to get caught up. It was another quiet race for us, unfortunately, but we were able to secure some more points then for the team as we make our way towards the Baku City Circuit. This is going to be a very interesting race. Of course, Baku being home to a lot of chaos throughout these years. And of course, it has been always a very action-packed Grand Prix with the walls very, very close and a kind of a mix of speed and precision. So it's going to be important to see where we lined up here. Into the first corner, making an absolute hash of that corner, missing the apex by about 10 miles there. So not the greatest start to our lap. Luckily, in the second corner, we do actually get a very strong run through that corner here. Now DRS went open towards the next corner here, trying to power our way through this first sector, which is really comprised of all 90-degree corners here. So focusing on getting strong braking, good turning, getting a punchy exit, then try and make our way through here. Down to second gear, clip that apex, and now making our way towards sector 2. Then car feeling actually not too bad in the slow corners. It's going to be a case of can we maintain our pace in the medium and high-speed corners there, doing that very awkward chicane there. Fortunately, not getting the greatest run out of that second part, which is going to compromise our exit then into this next sequence here. We get a better run, though, through that corner. That corner you can't really corner cut, considering the fact that it is not really that helpful there. We actually made a bit of contact there on the inside. That happens in real life. Our left front suspension is getting screwed, and we're going to be pulling a Charles Leclerc I am stupid moment all over again. But we are luckily okay to keep going so far, making our way through these left-handers here. Flat out then before we make our way into this awkward left-handed here, abusing the curb on the inside so much to the point we actually get a corner cut penalty, and it's a pretty substantial one. I was actually quite surprised, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure we kept all 4 wheels within the white, or I'm pretty sure we kept at least 2 wheels within the white line. Apparently the FIA did not think so, so we had to pay the price there a little bit. And now onto this back straight, which feels going to feel like an absolute eternity in this Haas car, considering the fact that it does not feel that fast on the straights here, waiting for the DRS zone to activate right about now. DRS wide open as we make our way towards the finish line here, sticking to the left-hand side to quote-unquote minimize the run here across the line. That is going to be P11 then on the grid here. How we probably got a better run out of that last corner. We probably could have seen ourselves well up into the top 10, but we are on the verge of points here, at least starting this Grand Prix, so we do have something to look forward to for tomorrow's race. Leclerc lead us away then from Sainz, Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton, Russell, Norris, Ricciardo, Ocon, Alonso, Oz, Bottas, Guanyu, Gasly, Tsunoda, Madison, Latifi, Albon, Vettel, and Stroll rounding the grid as we go to 5. Realized in 4, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Here we go. Lights out, and away we go. We actually said lights out preemptively there, so much to the point where we actually get jump-started by everyone here. As Joe gets past, Tsunoda gets past, we're going to get back on the inside then of Yuki Tsunoda here, trying to make up the position that we lost here in towards turn 2. Back up the inside of the Chinese driver here, up into P13. We almost made contact there with Bottas, so much to the point where I had to back out of it then. I had to go straight on there. We made contact straight into the wall. We end up giving the place back to Joe and back to, I think that was Latifi, or I don't know. I'm not sure who that was who just went by, but now all of a sudden we're down in P17 as Vettel gets past us. We try to get past Albon here ASAP as we make our way into the right hand here. Albon going a bit slow in that Williams there, and I should just realize we gave way to Tsunoda and Joe there, annoyingly, despite the fact that we actually had not a terrible first corner. We just about make our way past Albon there, but not without making contact with that wall there. Hamilton now is down in P14 again. The 7-time world champion. I don't know what's going on here. There must be some sort of bug, but it feels like every single time this guy just continuously falls down the order every single time. So much to the point where it really feels like this guy is never going to finish in the top 10, or he's finished in the top 10 before, but they feel like he'll be lucky to finish in the top 10 at the moment. But right now we are focusing on trying to regain the ground that we lost here. Potentially retiring, I'm not sure just yet. We do have some decent pace through the Baku City Circuit, unlike Suzuka, so maybe we'll give this a shot and try to see if we can claim home potentially some points here. But it's going to be a bit of a long shot, though, unfortunately, as you make our way onto the to the main straight here. We are ahead of Albon by about 2 seconds here, but we're behind Hamilton by about a second, just to the point where we're just outside the slipstream range. So unfortunately, we can't really gain any momentum on this main straight here. So it's going to be a bit of a long ride then towards the start of lap number 2. Leclerc still leading the way then in P1. And actually having to look back here because I think Albon was slowly starting to catch us here in the slipstream. Remember, that Williams is pretty fast in the trim. Latifi almost made a move here up the inside, but we just about blocked him off there. This Haas is not the greatest in the straight line, but historically the Williams has been very good in the straight line, to be fair, so it is easy to see why he is continuing to march forward. But we are trying to keep our way in P15 at the moment, making our way into the left-hander here for turn 2. Albon continues to try to have some looks at us up the inside. That Albon is looking very, very, very solid. It doesn't really help that we are not really gaining any sort of momentum on Hamilton, much less the top 10 at the moment. So I think for now it's just going to be us trying to limit the damage here on everything, unfortunately. So up towards the next sequence of corners here. Unfortunately, it is not looking that good for us at the moment. The Hamilton is slow though a little bit up there, so we got a chance to catch him right now as we make our way through these corners. This is a very awkward section. The car gets very, very loose, unfortunately, and Hamilton, I think, has been a victim of that as we make our way into the next sequence of left-handers. But look at the bottom right, our power unit is starting to get a bit worn as well. It's down to 48%, unfortunately, so we're going to have to be careful here to try and minimize that. Hamilton gets a crappy run there out of that left-handed here. We're wheel-to-wheel here into the left-handed here, up into P14, which is kind of weird to say considering the fact that we should be kind of fighting with Hamilton for the top 10 spots, unfortunately, but that's just where we are at the moment. And I probably should not have overtaken Hamilton, because now Hamilton will have the speed of the Mercedes here as he is starting to slowly close his way back up there. You can see now he's going to be in the slipstream, and now we have a warm pattern. He's going to blast by us there. That absolute rocket speed there. We're going to catch a bit of a slipstream though up towards turn 1 there, so we're going to have a bit of momentum into turn 1 though. Hamilton though stuck on the inside line, and he actually caused us to get into a massive crash. I don't know what he was doing parked there on the racing line. To be fair, I probably should have expected that considering the fact that he tightened himself up so much there for that first corner there, but he was just parked there on the racing line and we got caught up by it. So now we have to deal with a broken power unit more or less than for the entirety then of this final lap here into the left-hander here, down to third gear here, trying to stick with Hamilton here, see if we can get past him and maybe salvage a P14, at least salvage something from this race that we can possibly take as a positive for us, even though we are not coming home with any points, and we are running out of Grand Prix then to try and get a strong result. Remember, our strong result was P4 at Austin, but aside from that, we've only hit P5, P6, P6, and one other points finish with P9, so it's not really the greatest result ever, but we have found some decent points there as Hamilton gets caught out with the slidiness once again here, trying to catch him in the slipstream, but this power unit is really starting to give out on us here. It's so much to the point where I can't overtake Hamilton then, and now we probably have to try to focus on just bringing the car home. Madison is 3 seconds behind us. We are 37 seconds behind the lead, by the way, which is not really that ideal. Trying to draw even them with Sir Lewis Hamilton, chucking back into the slipstream here, but unfortunately, it's not going to work then, as Leclerc has won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix here. We're going to come home in P15, and the Haas team coming home in P15 and P16. Very uncharacteristic from us, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, this will be just a hard pill to swallow, and we just got to focus on to the next round as we make our way down the main straight here. You can see Madison is really starting to catch us. So this power unit is failing on us here. We're going to do it, we're going to let Madison by almost, but to the point he actually backs out of it. I don't think give him enough space there on the inside. Unfortunately, we're going to just about hold on to P15 here, but that's going to be P15 to P17 considering the fact he got backed out for there. But unfortunately, that's going to be it for this episode. A disappointing one, but we can move on from